Bahama about to expand. I'm Joan Davis-Roll. Stay tuned for that story.
Nurses on Grand Bahama taking part in a professional day. That story coming up.
The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. They play a key role in the healthcare system. Today, the Grand Bahama branch of the Nurses Association of the Bahamas focused on training. The organization hosting a special seminar at the Pelican Bay Resort. Sabrina Brown has our top story.
They are considered the backbone of the healthcare sector. Nurses are usually the first line of defense in the delivery of medical treatment. Nurses on Grand Bahama took time out today to participate in a professional leadership conference under the theme Nurse, a Force for Change, a Vital Resource for Health. Speaking on behalf of the Minister for Grand Bahama, Senator Julian Russell admonished the healthcare providers to continue to take this noble profession to the next level.
It is my understanding that the overall objective of this leadership conference today is to allow nursing leaders to discover their own professional management capabilities and ascertain what it takes to successfully lead. This goal is both timely and appropriate as the government of the Bahamas move towards the advancement of medical infrastructure here on Grand Bahama, as well as building a state-of-the-art 150 public-private hospital, which will furnish the Northern Bahamas and facilitate our emerging medical tourism product.
Senator Russell further noted that in order to advance the medical industry, nurses must continue to seek to advance their knowledge in the field.
It is imperative, therefore, at this juncture, that the nurses and other medical professionals see and capitalize on the need for professional skills development and additional training in subspecialty areas in order to remain current and to be able to effectively treat Bahamians and visitors alike.
Keynote speaker Dr. Donald McCartney told the nurses that excellence is the foundation of professionalism.
Every single job that we do requires some professionalism to be involved, all right? Nurses no less. Nurses even more, because they are responsible for the most part for the healthcare system in the country. And where they lack that push for excellence, which leads to professionalism, we all suffer.
He said a higher level of professionalism will ultimately improve the quality of patient care.
Each nurse has got to make a commitment that no matter what is going on in the system, I am going to focus on excellence and my sense of professionalism. I am going to do my job. I'm not going to allow the system to prevent me from being excellent and from being a professional.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Now, the healthcare providers were also enlightened about how to get their finances in order. Certified public accountant and director of finance at the Grand Bahama Shipyard, Linda Turnquest, telling the nurses that they need to be good stewards of what they have, learn to budget, and have self-control.
Financial wellness is the balance between having a healthy state of well-being today while preparing financially for tomorrow. It is not necessarily about being wealthy, but it is a state of psychological well-being in which one feels that they have control over their current finances and financial future.
Now, the financial expert also told the nurses that despite their financial situation, it is not too late to set their money matters in order.
Money is emotional, and we feel like we're out of control, stressed, or maybe even guilty or ashamed about our money choices. And if you felt like any of this today, then it's time for us to take our control back. Leave the guilt and worry behind and move forward with confidence. And I go back to John Maxwell again. You don't have to love change to be successful, but you need to be willing to accept it. Change is a catalyst for personal growth. It gets you out of a rut, it gives you a fresh start, and it affords you an opportunity to reevaluate your direction. If you resist change, you're really resisting success. Learn flexibility or learn to like living with your failures.
In other news, Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama and former President of the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce, Peter Turnquest, applauding the government for its decision to roll back taxes on the Customs Management Act. Turnquest says that this new initiative will allow businesses on Grand Bahama to flourish. He adds that the Chamber of Commerce must be given credit for its push to have the taxes relaxed.
You would have heard the cry from many businesses, particularly small businesses, of the effect that these increased customs processing fees, environmental fees, and all these other taxes that were added in the last budget was having on their businesses. Businesses were actually struggling, particularly in Grand Bahama, where we've been having a tough go of it anyway. And so we're very happy that they saw the wisdom in rolling it back. Now the Chamber of Commerce, as I understand it, is continuing their case to ensure that this is enshrined in some kind of law, and I think that it's important.
Turnquest says Grand Bahama has been suffering for some time now due to many factors. He says rolling back the taxes will be beneficial to the entire Grand Bahama economy.
Well, there's a number of things that are affecting business in Grand Bahama. This is just the latest log on the fire, if you will. But you know, overall, we're suffering from a lot of malaise and a lot of economic issues in Grand Bahama. When you start talking about the cost of doing business, when you talk about the promotion of Grand Bahama as an investment destination, just getting the incentives and the environment, the benefits of doing business in Grand Bahama exposed has been a challenge.
Now, Prime Minister Christie says the decision came after discussions with some stakeholders. He says the decision was made in the best interest of the Grand Bahama economy. Officials on Grand Bahama investigating what is being described as a small explosion on board a police boat docked for repairs. Unconfirmed reports reaching our newsroom say a work crew was welding on board the vessel at Bradford Marine when an explosion occurred. Unconfirmed reports say there may have been some fuel in the boat and that may have sparked that explosion. No one was injured during the incident. And 2 suspects are now assisting police with their investigations into an armed robbery in 8 Mile Rock. The incident occurred around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon at a business establishment on Queens Highway. Reports say a man held operators at gunpoint and made off with $300 in cash. A 30-year-old and a 28-year-old, both of 8 Mile Rock, are assisting police with this investigation. Police in Abaco are investigating an incident that has left a 22-year-old woman from Dundas Town with injuries. Police tell us that the woman was at a residence in Forest Drive sometime around 9:30 Tuesday night, where she was reportedly beaten about the body by a man known to her. The woman was taken to the Marsh Harbor Clinic, where she was seen by a doctor and later flown to New Providence for medical attention. Now, a 30-year-old police officer is said to be assisting police with their investigations into this matter. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Minister of Education commending the Rotary Club of Lucaya for its role in the development of education. Club members have adopted the Beacon School and have erected a brand new playground for the special students at that institution. Speaking at the official opening ceremony, Minister Fitzgerald applauded Rotarians for being strong partners in education.
This project is a fine example of the true meaning of public-private partnership. In these types of partnerships, it causes education to thrive and benefit beyond those who are involved. Rotarians, you have done your part, and it's now up to the ministry and the school to work hand in hand with you to ensure that these facilities and all that is placed upon it is well maintained.
Education Minister says Rotary's contributions are outstanding and the partnership can only benefit the youth of the nation.
What is even more magnanimous about these individuals is that they went beyond building a playground. They did renovation to other areas they observed needed attention. Additionally, they provided equipment with safety mechanisms, ramps, and straps so that the children can access the play area and be contained in a safe environment. They came to build a playground, but in actuality, they built a sanctuary. The Rotarians of Lucaya have truly exemplified their motto, service above self, in their undertaking. As I said earlier, this project was more than just creating a play space, but more about elevating the quality of life for these special children and bringing smiles to their faces.
A local organization with a global reach is about to expand with a brand new program thanks to a donation made by a local parliamentarian. Joan Davis-Roll explains.
It is a major boost for a youth organization that promotes molding and shaping the lives of young men. The acquisition of an array of musical instruments will help the Boy Scouts organization on Grand Bahama begin drumming to a brand new beat as they prepare to form a marching band. Making the presentation was Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama, Nico Grant.
I'm presenting him with drums, trumpets, clarinets, flutes, in order to get this band started. I sincerely hope that Corporate Grand Bahama would come to his further assistance to increase the number of youngsters that he will be able to get involved in the band.
For Boy Scouts Commissioner Reginald Dean, the equipment is a dream come true.
I can tell you now that yesterday, parents wanting now to buy instruments for the boys in Scouts because they saw exactly what happened with the instruments that we received. So it's going to be a great one. Boys are going to come. You know, a lot of boys love bands. Actually, I have a little problem right now at home because my little boy wants to beat drums. So these are things that's going to happen, and it's good because simply we take the boys and there's something for them to do. Besides the Scouts, it's going to be a band. So we are going to do well in this.
Dean says he's excited about the opportunities which now lie ahead for the Boy Scouts organization. This as they attempt to form additional units from West End to East End.
We are trying to get the group in East End open back up right now. Also St. Jude's, 8 Mile Rock. First of all, we want to open first Grand Bahama, which is St. Stephen's. I had to put some heat on Father Cooper about a month ago when we were down there, maybe a month and a half ago, at the service and letting him know, even if he have to be the leader, we have to get it started.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
The island of Grand Bahama poised for a mega cultural festival next month. Junkanoo Promotions is preparing to stage the first Junkanoo Fest on the Labor Day holiday Friday, June 6th at the Carnival Grounds at the Gombe Park. Co-chair of the committee, Sergio Armali, and Vice President of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Ginger Moxie, are excited about this upcoming event.
Junkanoo Fest basically is a cultural event that we want to embark on. First of all, it's a combination of Junkanoo and Bahamian culture. Again, and the idea of it is to intermarry both of the entities so that we can showcase the visitors to the island as well as the locals what it really is, or what is all about being a Bahamian. And we know that Junkanoo is number one, Bahamian, but there are some other things that we kind of, I think we forget, what really indicates that we are Bahamian. So that's what this festival is, basically to showcase.
The Grand Bahama Port Authority continues its tradition of supporting the advancement of Bahamian culture and is proud to be a major sponsor of Junkanoo Fest. Events like these have a great impact on our island, and having been the key sponsor of Feel the Rush, Just Rush, and Rush for Peace, we are certainly delighted to support Junkanoo Fest, which includes all aspects of Bahamian culture.
Cultural Affairs Officer Monique Leary and Deputy Director of Urban Renewal Michelle Rackley believe every Bahamian should experience this cultural event.
I want to congratulate them as far as the Junkanoo Fest merging all aspects of culture here on Grand Bahama, and that all the wonderful stakeholders that are participating, highlighting the natural part of who really Bahamianship is, or becoming a Bahamian, or being a Bahamian and being a proud Bahamian. And so giving our children another opportunity to see history.
We'll be bringing our seniors out who will be displaying the plaiting of the silver top, and of course making artistry from the food store bags and the real straw plait. They have already started to dry the straw, and we're going to be displaying how you do dry fish, dry conch. Like they said, it's a good old Bahamian, something that you won't see every day, and we're going to be displaying everything indigenous of the island.
Stay with us. Sports is up next with Megan Shepard.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sports. I'm Megan Shepard. Sports Tonight is dedicated to our own Natalie Martinborough and young Ricardo Anthony Lightbourne Jr., both celebrating today. The IAAF World Relays Bahamas 2014 is just 2 days off and counting. Ricardo Lightbourne is in New Providence at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium with an update.
3 days and counting to the start, the IAAF World Relays Bahamas 2014 here at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. The athletes are all in town, and we are expected to have a wonderful 2 days of competition. He's called the Fireman. Chris Brown is in town, and he is looking for a great relay and want you guys to come out and support.
Great feeling, you know, it's been years and overdue. I think that this is a great opportunity for the Bahamas, for the Bahamian people to be able to come in the stands and actually witness a world-class event going on at home. So I think this is a tremendous blessing, and I think we ought to take this with stride and look forward to the future.
What do you could tell the people in Eleuthera where you come from?
I just want to tell everybody from Eleuthera, I appreciate all the prayers, and I look forward to representing, and hopefully I'll be able to get a chance to get home.
The ticket sales for this year's competition has gone exceptionally well. Those of you who got your tickets early, well, guess what? You're going to have a great seat. Those who didn't get it early, you got to watch it on TV, because right now they're trying to get those tickets over there at the stadium.
Yeah, I'm purchasing these for a friend of mine in Freeport. Yeah.
Plan to come here?
Yes.
But are you confident that you will be able to purchase a ticket?
Oh, definitely.
Tell me about your journey. What's your journey?
Hello, we're from London.
From London. What is your name?
Janet James.
Ray James.
Ray James. You live in London?
Yes, yeah.
So you're in the Bahamas vacation. Why are you in the Bahamas?
Yeah, on vacation, yeah.
So, and you decided you want to get tickets?
Absolutely, yeah.
The Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Daniel Johnson, says this year's event is simply outstanding for the country. Sports tourism, this is the first test. We do believe we've got a winner.
Right now, as a country, we're looking at the things that we can get in the business of. That is to generate revenue, economic activity, jobs, interest activity, and most of all, national pride. People got to feel good about themselves. So we understand now that the business of sports, the industry of tourism are a match made in heaven for the Bahamas. So what you're seeing this weekend,
this year's competition is going to be absolutely fantastic, and if you're not here, you'll have to watch it on ZNS TV 13. Let me tell you, all the transformation in the stadium has gone well. We're ready to go. In 3 days, you'll hear the gun fire here at the track. In New Providence, Ricardo Lightbourne, ZNS Total Sports.
Now it's all systems go for the 8th annual Hoyt's Labor Day Basketball Classic. The date, June 5th through the 8th. The venue, St. George's High School Gymnasium. So far, teams have already signed up from Bimini, Abaco, New Providence, and of course, Grand Bahama. The Hoyt's Labor Day Classic has been a staple in the Grand Bahama community for some years now, providing an avenue for talented young boys and girls to develop and showcase their skills on the court. Founder Gladstone Moon McPhee says this year the tournament has been expanded to include youngsters from ages 5 up to 18.
Why we cater to the younger ones from baseball is taking away a lot of our basketball players. So we have to play the same game they play and start with the younger ones. Because once you have them, you have the parents. Last year we had 36 teams. This year we going no more than 34. We hopefully in this tournament we can have more girls team. Right now we only have 2. I would like to see at least 4 teams.
Communications officer of the major corporate sponsor Grand Bahama Power Company, Filter Grant Farquharson, says they have had a long-standing relationship with the Hoyts program because they have seen the tremendous impact they make in the community. Public Relations Officer Peter Adderley commending Hoyts for their record of success.
And as giving back to the community where we do business is a very important part of our corporate philosophy, this just seemed like a very natural fit to partner with Hoyts on this initiative. Also, though, we do recognize that sometimes we can get so inundated with the negative media images that we forget that there are people like Coach Moo McPhee and his team that stand up to the plate and become mentors and give back to do something positive for the youth in our community.
Hoyts can boast of hundreds, literally thousands, I might add, who because of their play of basketball have gotten college scholarships, returned home as model citizens. Many of them are in the school system as educators, and presently on the international level, there's Buddy Hill, Yolette McPhee, John Quell Jones, so many of the prolific basketball players that have come from the Bahamas who are part of the Hoyts program.
Coach McPhee says that proceeds from the tournament will go to necessary upgrades for the development of the growing Hoyts program.
Every Saturday you come out to the Moon McPhee Park, we have no less than 70 kids. So that one court that we have is too small. And what we have plans to do is to put 2 more courts on that one court for our program. And with the help that we're getting from a corporate power like GB Power can only help us to do what we want to do.
And that's going to do it for sports.